I'm getting down there, Father, and just bless our weekend in Jesus' name. Amen. Roll 'em, roll 'em, roll 'em. Nighttime in Bangkok. Nighttime in Bangkok. Yes. Now where are you going?
Here.
Huh?
Traffic there.
Okay. As my wife makes a U-turn in the middle of the road like Filipinos tend to do. So now we get underway. La 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 la. If I were a rich man, dibby 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 do, all day long I dibby dibby do. If I were a wealthy man.
Upload na yan.
Huh?
I'm talking about your video. It's for upload.
Yeah? Well, this phone doesn't take quite as good of night pictures as my good camera, but it still doesn't do bad.
Okay.
Doesn't do too bad. The construction area where our mayor is putting in new 3.5-foot diameter drainage pipes. He's doing a good job. He's attacking first of all the worst flooding areas, localized flooding areas in Lapu-Lapu City. And oh, that guy's got horrible bright lights. I swear most Filipino drivers have no idea what the dimmer switch is for their lights. Bumpity bumpity bump bump bump.
Relax mo ka na lang. Gitagaan mo pa sa kuya mo.
Oh, hiling isang manok po. Nya kalolo.
Ayaw na tagay lang ko ihaw na lang.
Oh, ito kalolo.
Para birthday na lang.
Mo gani kalolo. Si lolo may tiglaw, binlan ako lolo. Mo na lo ha.
Kay
Oh.
awan na ba dito? Dito. Si Samsam si Grete lang mong lipat matago-taguan. Aw, ikalunis, ika-domingo na sila makita sa hago.
Mabay sa
Nangita asa ko no.
For any of my American followers who happen to be watching, yes, I am trapped in a car with 4 Filipinos. That means that I will have nosebleed all the way to Dalaguete. Because will they speak English? Rarely. Now, she went to college where the required language on campus was English, and she still doesn't speak English a lot. So, hey, I'm going to be stuck with a bloody nose all the way down. For anybody that has not heard me explain it before,
That's the kid.
when we speak English, the Filipinos say, "Oh, English gives me a nosebleed."
bye.
The little one.
So I tell them, excuse me?
The little one is calling them.
The little one's calling them to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Last minute bye-byes. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi there. There you go. Can you see them? That's my grandbaby saying goodbye. Hallelujah. Bye-bye, grandbabies. Did you share all the treats with everybody, huh?
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh.
Gretel came over to say goodbye to Pop-Pop tonight, so I gave her a bag of goodies. Got these little fruit cups that are filled with fruit gelatin. So they each had 4 different colors. 4 grandbabies, 4 each. I love our grandbabies. I love grandkids. My 17 in America are almost all grown. In fact, Some of my grandkids have kids of their own. I've got 5 great-grandchildren in America. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, looks like they got some welding going on in this new construction area there. I see a little bit of flashing there. Oh, that was his flasher, I guess. And there we have the airport to our left. This is called Airport Access Road because it runs right down along the fence for the international airport here on Mactan.
Nagkuat pa ito mag-mic, ma?
Na. Condenser.
Dili, condenser ka nang i-clip ra nimo sa imong kilid ba?
Damtek mic, kato na lang.
Ya dungog kay nasa cellphone, ma. Sa magahumong pa ka.
Mahal mo tulo no?
Rato ra mura siya lapel ma ba? Kailangan lapel?
Laksan.
Kay lapel.
Laksan mo.
My chaufferette at the wheel. Hello, chaufferette.
Yes, my love.
My sweet wife. We got Josh and Gerald and C in the back seat. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Say bye. Say hello to all my vlog friends.
Hello.
Hello, 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 hello. You are beautiful, wife. You know that?
Sa kadlaw murag upat.
Yeah, you are so beautiful. I love you.
Yawas. Di na siya.
Sige lang,
Dugan ka na
I think I will keep you.
Di na siya matugab udto.
Dili.
I think I will keep you, Mrs. Wells. You're a keeper.
Pero gabi sa iyo ra man ito paggabi na.
Okay, magingnan nga.
Lakaw.
Lakaw.
Pero kinahanglan di na siya pahuway ma. Badlungan na.
Suko usahay.
Aba kasuko usad.
Kay katugong mo na siya matugong na siya. Nya sa katugong.
Dugan unsa siya ra sa TikTok mo?
Alas 10, alas 11 niya na yun sa matugong alas 12.
Alas 10 na niya tug.
Ito ron na ba yun?
Pero mumata sa dugay sa matug mata siya sa alas 5.
Kasayuan mo.
Ay, nandun sa alas 3. Hindi po nas.
Hindi mata alas 5 ah. Laptop na yun eh. Gila eh.
Ay labig mo mata, matug na sa alas 10, alas 3, alas 4 yung mata.
Kana earphone dali ano to pati o ka para naik ka to kana gatulbul ba.
Kaka.
Wala yung river no.
And now we're coming up to the main highway 8 something that runs around almost all of Mactan Island. When you get to the south, it actually cuts across the top of Cordova and then comes over to the waterway between Mactan Island and Cebu Island. But the southern end actually belongs to Cordova, actually belongs to Cebu City. How they managed to pull that off, I don't know, but years ago they stole the southern part of Mactan Island from Lapu-Lapu City and made it Cebu City. Hey, politics just like in America. We call it gerrymandering in America. They realign lines here just to steal land, I guess. Now we're going across the north end of the airport. Out here to the north of us, you can see some of the lights of the ships waiting to come into Cebu and drop their cargoes.
Di ka to iPhone X na niya.
And the airport to our south here.
Yo,
Sulti
gimot
siya ni
ko
mama
no.
kay ipuson ko ni mama. Iwa siya nagsama.
Gam sa bulay to.
Kuan ra iya lang hilapay kay.
The sights and sounds of Cebu Province, brought to you by American expat in Bangkok.
Ida.
My family's favorite Americano. Yes.
Ay, gusto rin. Oh, may magway silingan. Ilaro ni noon na
Boy, he got bright lights.
Ilaron sa silingan. Hindi ang uban mga pinalagay gadget kay ganda naman sa Manila sad kay magtos na guba na sad.
Pero sa iban ko mang yawat. Dili ginakuha ko.
Oh, makikikon. Ayo gamay kumugana ni
Kay Omar ba? Auto ninyo. Meron
Oo.
ninyo bigla to.
120 ang
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. You don't know.
I don't know.
Nose bleeding. Are you nose bleeding? Yeah.
Not yet. Not a lot of conversation going on yet. It's just sniffling a little bit. Woo, 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 bumpy road, bumpy road. Bumpy road, bumpy road.
Sir man. Nagatong crispy ito. Muli sa mga ma.
Pizza?
Kamu ko ni puso to. Hindi na pud. Kita na niya sa among kuan, sa among sa online ba di ka wagi usa rin ni comment.
Oh, pero nahurot.
As you can see, a lot of jeepneys and trikes
Makakita bitaw sila.
run without their lights at night.
Ni PM ra ba ang uban mga
And
Mga ibang piman din
a friend of mine who runs from Chicago that runs a pizza restaurant here on Macdon.
Mabor sila ugma.
He asked a guy one day, he said, "Why do you drive without your lights?" And he said, "To save on gas." And that's what actually a lot of them believe.
ito magsilbi lamang
When you see a trike or jeepney going without their lights, they think they're saving on gas.
stove para sa tambalay.
Oh, stove.
And you have to understand that a lot of these guys driving
Yung stove hinira
trikes and jeepneys don't have much education, so they really don't know anything about automotive electronics.
Nya kaldero dayon.
Gilili nila.
Kaldero yung gigamit ko ma.
Kaldero.
Nilutuan.
When I first heard that, saw that and heard that, I thought, oh my
Sa
goodness.
tarpaulin na mga tao sige na pre buyag na.
Take a chance on having a wreck because you think you're saving gas.
Chupapi, crispy chicken.
Bala man diha.
Chupapi ba?
Chupapi la inga.
Huge industrial park all along our left over here.
Chupapi, crispy chicken.
Tarpulin na kita kay para pandan. Panday man. Ato sa Chupapi ay Chupapi.
It's so big that in the afternoon when they let off work,
Ato sa Chupapi.
there's a whole string of jeepneys and buses parked all along this road to the right here, blocking one lane of traffic, waiting to pick up all the commuters as they get off work.
Ini na ni pasilungan sa una uwi bukan makuha na. Gutom ka?
Igutom ka wala ka nagkaman.
Gutom sa ganito kaon ko.
And those big
Excited ba?
white and blue signs up there that you can't read but barely see, celebrating the 500th anniversary of Christianity coming to the
Pasad
Philippines.
ka ma si daddy wa pasad.
Ikaw na sick beans.
Ah, 24 hours mang kuan sa pa. Sa karkar.
And all the jeepneys trying to get the passengers before somebody else does. And this is Center Island Mall, where we do our shopping at Robinson's. And they have a Jollibee in there, which the kids love, and they have a Jerry's restaurant, which we love.
Jollibee. Ay pa Jollibee dia.
And they have a McDonald's. They used to have a Denny's, and they had a TGI Friday, but they didn't survive the lockdown. They closed down and they're not reopening. Which makes me sad because I love Denny's Grand Slam breakfast, and I love the salads and stuff at TGI Friday.
Kuya wala sa Dennis masa kay kanang.
I thought you were getting gas this afternoon.
You
I
said
told
no,
you. I did not. I said yes, get gas so we don't have to stop
but you
tonight.
didn't give the card. How do
Give
we
the
get-
card.
Yeah.
Your business can pay for the gas sometimes, you know. See, you didn't watch his signal. He was getting ready to move. Getting ready to move. Getting ready to move. Move on, move on, move on. Getting ready to move. Move on, move on, move on. Whoa, whoa. We do all of our gas. Go to that one. Let him go across.
But my tank
I know, but how many times do you go to the right side
Okay.
anyway?
Sometimes you said, where's your gas opinion?
Ano diri man mo. Katuyupon na ninyo ma.
For my American viewers, there is no self-service in the Philippines. It's like New Jersey. You have to have it served for you.
95. Unsa man siya? Sagad na ha.
We use 95 octane in my wife's little car. Keep that engine clean. So anyway, this is our Shell station. But I got to get my wallet out now, so I'm going to sign off, and I'll be back with you in a little while. Don't go away now. So, the gas tank is full,
Malimtan man.
and my credit card is $20-some lighter. But that full tank will take us all the way to Dalaguete and all the way back home on Sunday. This little Wigo, Toyota Wigo, gets great gas mileage.
Ito nag-birthday ako yab ni Ayan ba sa yate. Tuwan na ito di ay barato na ito. Ito ang gimension. 1,000. 1,000 ang gasto dahil sa plate ba? Kung mag-commute. 350 na to. Anli sa mga na na.
Mato na eh.
Per head. Iya guys oh. Inya man barkada lang. Inya barkada lang para sa tao sa
And this is the new bridge that goes over to Cebu Island and to Mandaue City. Of course, if they ever get the new bridge between Cordova and Cebu City done, then this will be the old new bridge, and the 2-lane bridge will be the old bridge. The new bridge down from Cordova to the south side of Cebu City is going to be a toll bridge, but it will be worth it because they're cut out all of the heavy traffic going through Mandaue City and Cebu City, and it's going to really make a faster trip to the southern province. And our mayor has put out bids for a bridge to be built on the north end of our airport up here across to Constellation, which will cut out all of the Mandaue traffic. The northern part of Constellation, it would cut out all the Mandaue traffic and the Constellation traffic when we go north to the North Province. And it's right there going on the Southern Bridge. He might just have his bridge finished first, who knows? That would make the new bridge they're building now the old new bridge. Or the second old new bridge.
Drums niya. Keyboard pag yun.
Keyboard and drum.
Nag-eskwela siya.
Wala.
Barkada
Kat na
na.
sa barkada.
Every time I see motorcycles cutting to the front of the line, I miss my motorcycle so much.
Good.
But it won't be long. I will have my 220cc. Yes. If I can't get it right away, I'm going to give Fraley her 125, and I'll ride it until I get my 220. She wants, of all things, an orange motorcycle. I said, why orange? It's not even a woman's color. That's a prison color. I said, you want me to get you prison coveralls to wear on it? Then everybody think you're a prisoner escaping.
Here we go again.
So we're coming down to the old bridge now.
Kasi kalagot hindi.
The new bridge is 2 lanes. The old bridge is only, it's 4 lanes, 2 lanes each way. The old bridge is only 2 lanes. Of course, you leave room on the right for the motorcycles. And away we go. Here we go, onward and upward.
Uy, helmet guro to? Or nagchinilas ba to?
Nagpurol yan, nagchinilas ba check?
Okay naman ang magburol ma, basta nagsapatos ka.
Chinilas man.
Kato siya nagchinilas.
What in the world have we got all the bright light on for?
Yung flash, uy.
You don't do that when somebody's driving at night.
No, it's flash.
And so you can see there to the north, the new bridge, which will seem to be the old new bridge.
Kabaw.
Masya kay bawin ang simpo na to siya sa loyo tugikan.
And the lights of Cebu City to the south.
Sige po na.
Amot.
Sabo.
Akta na lang bridge.
And way down to the south, that string of lights you can see down there, maybe,
Yeah, sa ubos butang.
that's the new bridge under construction. They've got all but one section of it done now. So soon it should be open. Maybe the next time we go to Dalaguete or Dumaguete on the other island, on the southern island of Negros, maybe we'll be able to go on the new bridge and do a video of that.
Ato sa JF ba?
Gabi, nag-live ko lang sa YouTube.
No, I had my dinner, thank you.
Ngayuan ko, dollar sign lang. Palupad.
Ha?
Gabi sa live na ako ba?
Oh, gitagaan ka?
Pangayuan ko og dollar sign. Ako di pa ko dollar sign. Gaya pa man ko monetize.
Ano sa dollar sign?
Basta na dollar sign, monetize na ka. Na dollar sign. Huwag na muhatag sa imuhag kwarta. Ana kuan sa YouTube. I-click ra tong dollar sign. Ang pila ilang ihatag.
Unya, sa YouTube na ang mupunog hatag si mo ha?
Dili niya ay 30%.
And on our right here is University of Cebu,
30%.
where our daughter C graduated with her bachelor's in business with an emphasis in computers,
Dili pa mo ko monetize.
and then got her job working in the call center at Amazon call center here on Mactan. Oh, they're on Mactan. We've crossed over the bridge, so now I'm here in Mandaue, so they're in Mactan. But we have a very large call center on Mactan, and she worked there for almost a year and a half, which qualifies her if she ever wants to go to work in Canada. She can go to work in Canada really pretty easy. But I think now that she and Josh are beginning to talk lightly about marriage and they've got a business going together, I don't know if she's ever going to go to Canada. So, coming up to the light where we're going to hang a hard left and continue on down the coast of Mactan of Cebu Island. And we're making the lights pretty good tonight. That's a good thing. Because we have a long drive ahead of us. And we're getting underway. It's almost 9 o'clock because the kids have C and Josh have a fried chicken stand. They make the second best chicken in the Philippines. First best is her stepbrother, Omar. They're using his recipe, so it tastes the same, but they use a lot more flour. I'm sorry, C, I like Omar's better. Especially when I'm trying to lose weight. I don't need all that flour. But it's good chicken if you ever happen to be in Lapu-Lapu City. I'll give you directions because Omar's not doing chicken now, so he's got his own computer repair business going and service business. So he stopped doing chicken, so actually even though his is better, he's not doing it. So I guess C and Josh actually have the #1 best chicken. So come and try their #1 used to be #2 best chicken.
Balik sa dito mag-promote.
And very, very great value. Very great value because it's only about, I'd have to think about it, but it's only like 30 cents a piece. You know, I was paying that much for chicken wings in the States 10 years ago. Yeah. 15, well, more than that. I was paying more than 30 cents, I think. But anyway, 30, 35 cents 10 years ago. So this is a good deal. By the way, kids, you can pay me for that commercial later. I don't do free commercials. That'll cost you. Hey, I'm I'm a pobre Americano. Pobre. Sí, es verdad. That's verdad. Yeah.
Or
Pobre is Spanish for poor.
Yeah, pobre also in Cebuano.
Well, that's why I say you have enough Spanish in Cebuano that I can keep up with the conversation between that and the English. Will you smooth out the road a little bit, Mrs. Wells? My camera is bouncing. All my viewers are going to get seasick. Sailing, sailing over the bounding main. That wasn't the bumps, folks. That was me clowning around.
That's the road bumping.
So we're still in Mandawi City, but we're getting close to Cebu.
Ang mga karsada dito ang na umana to katong giagian tas una nga
Karon man di na kay traffic.
katong mga putol-putol bang ipangayo man na.
Oo, man na. Pero na ikuan sugat, ay wala yung sugat, ay na yung sugat pero di na magayo.
On our right here we have Park Mall. It's a nice mall, got a lot of little stores in it, but my favorite store there closed down even before COVID. They had a Japanese store in there that had the best kitchen utensils you could find anywhere. But a lot of the junk they sell here is from China or Taiwan and it isn't worth buying. But I have to say one thing about Japan. When it comes to cookware, especially metal utensils, they make good stuff. Good stuff. I miss Japan. I haven't been to Japan since 1961. And I love it. I love it. But where I really want to go is I want to go to Korea. Fraley and I have a friend that lives in Seoul, Korea. I have a pastor friend that pastors a church in Seoul. And I have another pastor, I can't think of the name of the city, but it's a large city on the coast to the south of Seoul. So we have 3 friends in Korea. I would really love to go there because Korea, I watched this TV series on street food in Asia, and Korea has the absolute #1 best street foods. #2 is Japan. Philippines isn't bad, but we just don't stack up to a lot of the Asian cities, Asian countries. So there is Park Mall on our right. Jollibee's closed early. It's 8:49. They must be closing at 8 with the COVID, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, most of the restaurants closed at 8 o'clock. And kids still can't go into the restaurants. If you are 16 and under, you cannot go into a restaurant. You can't go into McDonald's. You can't go into Burger King. You can't go into Jollibee. You can't go into Pizza Hut. You can't go into any place. You have to take takeout. Another big Shell station here on our right. Toyota, where we got my wife's little Toyota, where she comes from major service. Minor service, she takes it to our Shell dealer. They've got a good mechanic there. We know the senior mechanic. He doesn't do a lot of work on the cars, but he does train all of his mechanics himself. So they're very well qualified and good at their work. And over here to the left, we have my S&R, and that truck just pulled away. So now you can't see the S&R sign, but I'll get it up on the upper one. There you go. See, S&R. Now, S&R is Costco in the Philippines. Yes, they are owned by Costco America, or leased out from Costco America. The signs are identical. The products are identical. That's where I get all my paper products. I get all the Kirkland brand that I got in America at Costco. In fact, recently, they decided they were going to limit. You know, you can get 3 people in on each card, and Fraley and I each have a card, so we could take 6 of us in. So if we had kids with us, we could, our family, we could get all in on 2 cards. So they posted a sign one day, said only 1 person per card, which messes up a lot of people. There was an older couple came, they only had 1 card, so the wife had to stay outside while the husband went into the shopping. So after we did our shopping, I got the manager. I said, excuse me. I said, you're under affiliation with Costco America. And I said, now, when you say you can only let 1 person in our car, you are violating the contract you have with your customers. because a card is good for 3 people. When you say only one, you are violating the contract you have with your customers. And were I to write a letter to America, you would get a chewing out for it. You would get scolded, bad, formal scolding because of your violating contract. She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I will take the signs down." And sure enough, a few minutes later, she took the signs down. But Filipinos have a tendency to do what they think needs to be done without considering what the legal ramifications are. Oh, that sounds good. I think I'll do that. No, I'm sorry, you can't do that because you have a contract with the people that come to your store.
Kawas ng mga babae.
Mahilom na kasi.
Kundo ko kanina. Tinggawas mo dito dagko di man.
Big tall building on our right up there is our local Marriott here in Cebu. We're just about in Cebu now. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Radisson I'm looking at there. But anyway, they have a wonderful buffet, but with no tourism right now because of COVID, they're not doing much of anything. The hotels are all losing money, bad. Restaurants are losing money because they can only seat 50%, can't have kids in them. So it's really a sad situation.
Sa mga iba.
Another hotel that has a wonderful buffet is Marco Polo up in the mountains, a little ways up the mountains. But again, they're crippled because no tourism. And my favorite breakfast place is Bella Vista Hotel. They have the thickest fried bacon you've ever seen. Again, that's closed down because of COVID.
Si ate nung ta dito ang
Oo, dito sila. Datan na mga
As bad as the loss of life is for people who get COVID, far greater damage to the countries is the economic damage caused by the fact of so many people lost their jobs, so many businesses closed down at least temporarily, many of them closed will never open their doors again. And the sad thing is that most governments, including the Philippines and America, are saying this is the new normal. When asked, well, when we get the vaccine, will we be able to get rid of the masks? And they're saying, probably not. So why bother with the vaccine? It's not going to change anything. And by the way, while I'm on that little soapbox of mine, the vaccine is not going to save you from the new one that's coming out of India, the new one coming out of China, or the new one coming out of England, because it's always for last year's, just like the flu shot. It never protects you from the current, only from the old, which never recurs. So, I'll put my soapbox away now. I've said my piece about the COVID vaccine. It's all politics and all money. Big pharma, it's money and politics.
nakainomdom ka tong Sir Kanoy lang katong kuan sa upaw ba di ba?
I agree.
Principal si
I agree.
Ang prinsipal ron sa upaw nga eskwelahan si Kanoy man.
I don't understand a word you said, but I agree.
Frontliner man to siya gibaksinan karong na COVID niya sa COVID. Yung global kasi ba tayo yung asawa may Stratford?
You know, I could probably learn Cebuano, except they've got the strangest vowels you've ever seen. I've never seen a country with 2- and 3-letter vowels. NGH is a vowel. NG something else is a vowel. And they make sounds like nah and noop.
Nope, nah,
Yeah.
nope, nah, not yet.
But I have fun with the Filipinos. Freddie's family up north love me. When I come, I make them all laugh. So now we are in Cebu City. When we passed the Radisson back there, we were in Cebu City. And headed down here, we're going to take an underpass under the water. And then we will almost be clear of Cebu City and begin the road trip down to Dalaguete.
Puno na.
Ano man siya?
Ano na guba.
Wow, what an amazing sign that is. Wow, look at that sign. Cellular, huh? They must be rich. They can afford that sign. How's my driving? You're doing pretty good, buddy. You're not bad.
4,600 kilo nga ako.
Low pressure gas delivery. You knew that's what LPG stood for, right? Low pressure gas?
No,
Yeah.
just now.
Now you know. Now you know.
Oh, that's the meaning of that.
My wife has got quite an education in the 8 years she's been married to me.
Unsa ko na?
Her English
Meaning sa LPG.
Her English has gotten very
Wow,
good.
sa meaning sa LPG.
Wala.
Funny
Low
story
pressure
about my
gas.
wife and her
Study
English.
nyo. Saan ako hibaw?
When she was working a contract in Malaysia, I got me a Vonage phone system, which meant I could call anywhere in the U.S. For a fixed fee. I didn't have to pay any fees, any special fees, just my $19 or whatever it was a month. And I could call her phone number in Malaysia. So the first time I called her, I could hear the phone pick up, and I said, "Hello? Hello? Is Fraley there? Hello?" Click. So I called right back because I knew that was her number. I said, "Hello? Hello? Fraley? Is this Fraley? Is Fraley there?" Click. I said, "Well, God, I'll give it one more try." So I called back. "Hello? Is Fraley there?" "Yes." This little frail voice, "Yes." But her English improved greatly through our phone calls. And then when she got back and I was here, her English has grown and grown and grown. And one of the ways it grows when she's typing something like for the Facebook or for her blog or whatever, or for stuff she has to submit to the government. Whoops, you're broken down, baby doll. By the way, for my American friends, they do not believe in preventative maintenance here. They run something till it breaks down, and just like this guy here, the trucks that they don't do maintenance on usually break down in the middle of the highway. Preventative maintenance is an unknown skill here. Use it, abuse it, and when it dies, you'll think about getting it fixed. But anyway, back to conversation. Then when I met the girls, C was the one I talked to because M, the oldest one, still painfully shy. She still has trouble talking to me now after 8 years. Baby's very talkative, but most of Baby's conversations about Baby. Baby's very self-centered, an actress, a dancer. You know, she's just typical kind of Hollywood type. But C, I tell Fraley every once in a while, I said, you know, C was born an adult. I don't believe that C was ever truly a child because C always has had a plan. Her mom says she's had a plan almost from the day she was born. And she's very good common sense, good head on her shoulders. That's why she did so well in college and did so well working for Amazon. But she was the one I talked to because Baby didn't have much English and M was painfully shy. So it was C that I talked to on the phone, except for one time I talked to their brother, Glenn, and Glenn was kind of neat because I said hi and we chatted just a minute and he said, "So what are your plans for my mother?" I thought, hey, I like this kid. You know, he's protective of his mom. I like that. And I said, my plan is to come and marry her because a lot of foreigners lead Philippine women on, and of course it goes the other way. A lot of Philippine women lie to foreigners to try to get them to come here or send them money or whatever. And but he wanted to make sure that I wasn't out to do his mom bad. And of course he really appreciates the help that I've given him and all the family since his mom and I got married. In fact, not long ago he has his own motorcycle now. We'll be getting his own trike soon because he drives a trike, and we helped him to get that.
Asan sa Badong?
Seaside ni. Swami kita ko pwede ay.
So my goal is now we're coming out of we were under the water there. Now we're coming out on the south end of Cebu City here. So we missed a whole lot of downtown stuff
Ano, kasugas na.
and rough section block highway.
Kay makapag.
And there is the new part of the new bridge they're putting in. You can see it's a pretty large and elaborate thing. Very modern. It looks like the bridges that are state of the art in Australia.
Learning on the new bridge.
Sakto ka lang. Dadi ako parang Australia ko na.
And of course it passes over here, and so it's going to cut out all of Spendawi and all of Cebu City,
Ubus kay bridge sa
and high above all the little villages and stuff, and all the crowded streets.
sani.
Pero naitulog pila lang.
So it's quite amazing. It's quite a feat of construction,
Diba ito buhol?
Tugay sa kumana kaya.
and architecturally it's beautiful. Has a great aesthetic value, sense. And there's the end of it. They've got the pillars in for the rest, but
Fun man.
They still gotta build it. by the way, it was supposed to be open late last year, early this year, but they're going to be lucky if it's open another year or so.
Pabalik ko na og pa kuan.
Pabalik ko pa doon adto.
Tungsod.
Whoever in the government was kind of overseeing that, let them get away with murder because it's way late on completion.
Bayad.
100 na na.
190,000.
And that's why I say that maybe our mayor would have his finished before this is actually finished. I don't think so, but it's possible. Ooh, bad bump.
Nga magdagsakyanan ko isa kay biyag barko kay
Oh,
Pando
really?
kaayo. Grabe ka mahal. Lahi pa sa lahi kulit yan sakyanan.
Ooh.
Sa tao.
Maybe at election time they'll fix this road. Again, for my American viewers, here in the Philippines, they do a lot of road work for about 6 months to a year before elections. Want to show the people how much they're doing for them. So they do a lot of road work so that people have that fresh in their mind when they go to the polls.
Same society.
Beautiful complex here to our right.
Sale.
The Great Seaside Sale. Fantastic mall there.
Okay na sus na lang di na ni malupok lang.
Kaya og nabutan para sa reclamation sus daghan gyud tao.
Ikaw.
Tago mo niya siya sa
Tago layo sa biyahe mo
Layo kay
jeep.
biyahe. Di siya public road ba?
Lagi.
You turn the aircon down to 1,
Jeep man yan.
it's hot in here. Thank you.
Ito na photo bit.
Mo kinahanglan ka magbus.
Dito si Nunoy sa una.
It's a little bumpy, but this is a nice stretch of highway here.
Wala siya kaabot.
Nice 6-lane road.
Wala siya kaabot.
Dito tulog po yung ilaw sa may tunnel na ilaw.
Seaside public road pa na seaside na.
A city that really has nice roads. In 2005, I went with 4 other pastors to Hungary and then on into Ukraine. We spent a week ministering out of Kiev was our home of operation, but we traveled all over Ukraine preaching. But the city of Kiev has beautiful, beautiful smooth roads and highways. Their main highways are 8 lanes, 4 in each direction. And the outer highways are 6 lanes, 3 in each direction. And then you get out in the rural area, then you have 4 lanes. But really smooth roads, well repaired, cared for. Of course, you do get freezing weather there, so that's quite a statement when you can say the roads are nice and smooth and in good repair. Can't say that about a lot of states in America. You know, consider Pennsylvania. They jokingly say that Pennsylvania has 2 seasons, winter and construction. Winter and highway construction. Because once the thaw comes, you can't go anywhere in Pennsylvania without running into construction areas and slow traffic, resulting in slow traffic.
Yeah, daplin pa jud sa karsada highway na yuta mahal ka ang highway nga yuta.
So we're kind of getting out of the city area now. So I will give my cell phone camera a rest, and I will continue this when we get down a little further south. So don't run away. I will be back.